Hey everyone, Brittany Raup here. Okay, this is our first of a series of videos that is designed to educate you guys about macronutrients, what they are, how it works, how this group is going to work. But we need to start with understanding your calorie need, understanding how many calories you actually need in a day, how to figure that out. So that is what I'm going to cover in this first video, and I'm going to give you a tool to help you figure out what your calorie need is. Okay, so there's something called your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. And what that is it is how many calories you burn just by existing, right? Most of the calories that we burn in a day are just from our body processes, right? Like even if you laid in bed all day, you would have a baseline amount of calories that you would burn just by keeping your body running. And then any activity and exercise that we do on top of our just daily living increases our calorie burn. So one of the big mistakes I have seen, especially with women trying to lose weight, is we think like, oh, if I just exercise more, then I will be able to lose weight. And what we don't always understand is that exercise does not burn a ton of calories. Okay. If you do a 1 mile brisk walk, which we would be like, I got some good exercise in, it only burns about 100 calories. Okay. And we can eat 100 calories in like 5 seconds, right? So exercise is so important. It's great for so many things. You absolutely need to be exercising. Your bone density, your lean muscle, your mood. Like there are so many things that exercise does for you. But when it comes to weight loss, you need to focus on nutrition. Okay. So any calories we burn through exercise is just bonus, but really it is your nutrition that is going to be the biggest game changer when it comes to losing weight. I have worked with men and women for almost 20 years with weight loss and overall health and wellness. My background is in health promotion and wellness management, and I worked as a personal trainer in a medical fitness facility for many years. And what I have seen, especially with women trying to lose weight, is there are two problems. One is overeating, right? Which we typically think of with being overweight is just you're consuming too many calories. So you're tipping the scale this way. The calories in is way more than the calories out that you're burning. And so you gain weight, right? That's how it works. But I have also seen a second problem that also contributes to weight gain or the inability to lose weight, and that is under eating. And I have seen this with so many women that say like, I'm barely eating and yet I cannot lose weight. What is wrong? And I have explained time and time again to women that you need to fix your metabolism first. Okay. So what happens when you are under eating drastically is that you are putting your body into kind of a starvation mode where everything that you do eat your body wants to store as fat because you are not properly nourished. And so if that is resonating with you, and it sounds like that might be the case, we need to fix your metabolism. And how you do that is by understanding how many calories your body actually needs in a day and eating that many calories. So for some of you, it may mean eating more calories, and that can be scary. But what happens is after 6 to 8 weeks of properly fueling your body and getting enough calories, you can then scale your calories back down and you will see the weight start to come off. That may sound like a long time, but if you haven't been losing weight for months and years, what is 6 weeks to fix your metabolism? It's really nothing. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a tool. It's a BMR calculator, a calorie needs calculator to help you figure out what your actual calorie needs are and show you how to use it. And then once you figure out what your calorie needs are, in order to lose weight, you just subtract 500 calories from that equation. So what that does is it helps you lose 1 pound of fat per week. There are 3,500 calories in every pound of fat. So 7 days a week times 500 calorie reduction every day equals 3,500 pounds. That should allow you to lose 1 pound per week. Now, if you are someone that's going to be increasing your calories to fix your metabolism, to kind of get the fire burning again, you do want to focus on what types of food you are eating, right? We don't want to increase our calories by eating Snicker bars, right? The things you're putting into your body actually really do matter. So that is where macronutrients come in. And that's going to be our next video. I'm going to go over what the macronutrients are and how you can calculate them and figure out what your need is. If it sounds super scary and intimidating, intimidating. I promise you it is not. And even if you know zero things about it, we are going to learn together. It's actually kind of new to me also as far as tracking it and actually measuring out my macros. So I am learning right alongside with you, and I am excited to jump into it with you. But I'm going to share my screen because I want to show you this calculator. Okay, so I'm going to drop the link to this in the comments of this video, but this is a really simple calculator that you can use to calculate your calorie need. Okay, so it's called Calorie Calculator. This is taking your basal metabolic rate and then factoring in your activity level. So I'm just going to go with a 40-pound female. Okay, so I'm just putting in the measurements here. I'm going to say that she is 5'5" and she weighs, we'll just say 160 pounds. Okay. And then exercise. So if you just want to know your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, that means laying in bed all day, completely like not moving. If you are sedentary, that means you're really not exercising at all. You're moving around the house, maybe, walking here and there, but you're not exercising. Light exercise is 1 to 3 times per week of intentional exercise, walking, doing some light aerobics. Moderate, this is like a pretty active person, okay? 4 to 5 times a week of exercise, maybe like playing tennis, hiking, a brisk walk, a light jog, that kind of thing. Active is daily exercise or intense exercise 3 to 4 times a week. So either every day you're doing moderate activity, or 3 to 4 times a week, you're doing super intense activity, like you're running long distances, that kind of thing. And then this very active, extra active, those are like your athletes. Okay, these are people that are training for a marathon or they're athletes. So let's say the person that we're working with here is doing light exercise. Then you can hit calculate and it will show you right here your calorie needs. So for this person to maintain her weight, she needs about 1,900 calories per day. In order to lose weight, we're going to jump down here. This is a 1 pound per week weight loss. Okay, so that is that 500 calorie reduction. This person needs 1,420. Okay, I would not recommend going into this extreme weight loss because for many of you, that will slow your metabolism and not be good. Okay, so what I want you to do kind of as your homework for this first video is to follow that link that I'm going to put in the comments and go figure out what your calorie needs are. Okay, just figure out what your calorie needs are, and that is your first step. Once you know your calorie needs, then we'll be able to figure out how your macronutrient breakdown is, what it's going to look like. Okay, so that will be our next video. I will go over all of that, but this is where you're going to start. I hope it was helpful, and I'll be in here with more tips very shortly.